What's up, everybody? It's DeWitt Scott here to give you another edition of the Daily Reading Room, in which I do a book review for every day of the 2022-23 academic school year. And this book review is about a book entitled What the Best College Teachers Do, written by Ken Bain. And in this book, Ken Bain, who is a former provost and vice president at the college level, he talks about based on his research and his experience in the classroom and in colleges overall, he talks about what the best college teachers do in order to engage their students, in order to deliver their content for their classes, and in order to get better learning results from their students. So the research sort of goes through tactics and practices and ways of preparation that great professors usually take in order to deliver their content. The book, in my mind, is sort of juxtapposes the college professor to like K-12 teaching. So when we think about the college professor, usually we think about this scholar who has this terminal degree, who does research, who is really knowledgeable about a particular field. Those professors, they know what they know, but a lot of times they haven't been taught how to teach. So you get on college campuses and you have these fantastic professors, and you get in their classes, and the classes are just very non-engaging, very boring, just not exactly a great learning environment. And that's because that individual just hasn't been taught to teach. Versus K-12 teachers spend a lot of time in colleges of education learning the methods of teaching, learning the principles of teaching, and professors don't. So when you come across those who are great professors, as similar to the ones that Ken Bain sort of profiles in his book, you actually want to dig deeper into seeing what makes them different. And some of the things that Ken Bain talks about is that many of them assess learning differently in a way, right? So we all are familiar with the grading system, A, B, C, D, F, and how that usually tells a story about whether or not a student has grasped the content. What Ken Bain argues is that a more adequate way of assessing learning is to see sustained influence of what's being taught, right? Does it change a student's thinking, their actions, their behaviors, the way they see things, right? That's a more accurate way of assessing learning from a professor. He also talks about, or he has a scenario where a professor starts off a class at the beginning of the semester, and he writes on the board a phrase, says, "Who gives a damn?" And he tells his students that throughout the semester, as I'm teaching this content and as we're going through this class, any of you all can stop me at any time and ask me this question: who gives a damn? And he says that I will stop at that moment and inform you of why what I'm teaching at this moment should be important and why someone should give a damn. That type of teaching is something that really sticks with students and allows the content or the information to really stick and actually change their actions, right? These are the types of things that he's talking about in his book. Just the creating of a quality learning environment, right? And not seeing the process as transactional, but it's something that is supposed to just have this transforming effect on students. But it's a fantastic book for anyone who teaches at the college level or who is just has questions about those who teach at the college level. I think it's great. I think it really leans into the idea that professors should be trained to teach, an idea that I personally agree with. But if they're not, I think for any college professor who's teaching on a college campus, this particular book could be a great start. So it's called What the Best College Teachers Do by Ken Bain. I believe published in 2004, but a really, really fantastic book. So all of you all who are out there working on college campuses, I suggest you check it out. Peace.